save. What a save. But it's camera shy, are they?
I am.
Gonna say, I've heard about you boys.
Yeah, damn right on you, mate. Just to the first, walk it back. Yeah, Kenny might actually watch it. Down again on the way back, 3/4. Try again. I'm actually switching on. Come on, you try it again. That's pressure! Don't wait! I don't want to get a ball splat. Let him in, let him get in. Come a little bit. Do that again,
I'm gonna start. How are we, Mitch? I'm gonna say it again, the third best looking Malison brother. I like them, no, they're nice, they are.
Gives me 10.
I thought, well, it's like putting a fucking hunter on you.
Give me a step over it too, then.
I'm still waiting for that, it's only been 4 years.
I'll give you something special.
Couple of familiar faces. How are we, Mr. Birch? I'm getting nervous now, look at him. I'm telling you. It's just me, lads, ignore the camera. You got the WD-40 there, Slev. You look stiff, bro.
Must pull to it,
Nah, I can't. I'm not having them boots, bro. I'm not having them.
Just old school, man.
Nah, I told you I don't come here for you. I come here for the boots and you left them at home.
Nah, they're in the bag.
Get them on, son.
I'll get them on if I have a free kick.
Top bins.
Yeah.
Things out of a hat.
Pick positions out of a hat.
Where was you playing? Left wing?
Right back.
Right back.
Yeah.
Got him on the set pieces. Abash.
Dennis Irwin, mate.
Good quality, even foot. Hey Luke, quick one. Am I going to get a word out of you today? Or do I need to put a beer and a cup in your hand?
Man, a few words, yeah.
What, does all your talking in the dressing room and let lads do it on the pitch? Look at the nerves, look at him. So what you got from me, little bro? Up top today, are ya?
Oh, that's fun.
Couple of goals.
Yes, you. What the fuck?
And again.
Turn. Win something. Win something. Switch is on if you can see it. Switch is on.
And the reality is, I've said this week, these are the pressure when he crosses this quickly. It's not what he's going to have a magic formula where they're going to pressure and get it. You've got to relax on that ball a little bit more. It's for him in the big games this season. It panics his rush and it involves pressure. Kirby today as well as next week was Johnson going to be here. What we did last week in the centre mid standpoint is, how are you right, yeah? Let's get into them. Let's not let teams turn and start playing on us. When they've got the back and they're trying to play, and these are going to try and fucking play ball, let's make sure that we're tight to them. They're not turning in space to move. Ryan, Struthers, the centre forward's going to drop it. Alright, so talk between yourselves, talk to the centre mid. I don't care how it's done. But Jay, Nick, you've got to be aware. He drops in, he kicks the ball up. You two have got to be aware. He's going to turn, he's going to get it into the channels. You two also very good last week getting forward and supporting. Let's keep that going. Your main responsibility is fucking defenders. Let's make sure that we are giving their wingers something to think about in terms of following you back. I'll name the team once we finish doing the rest of the warm-up, boys, but it's all about how you start the game today, the attitude on it. These are going to turn up, the tails are up, the top of the league. We've got to go out now and we've got to put a statement on one of these teams. Right? Otherwise, if we haven't got the ambitions that we all thought we had at the start of the season, it's going to fucking show on here, boys. It's alright talking about it in chats and talking about it in the pub. On the pitch now, we've got to turn up and deliver. Get the rest of you warm up on our pitch in 10 minutes.
So Connell's in goal, Deary right back, Ryan's left back, Ben Birch, Jack Slev, Jack Slev centre back. Jamie holding midfield with Hallahan and Jack Muggs to start. Mitch start on the right. Josh left. Patch up top. We've got Lee, Niall, Joel, Shannon, and Sam when he gets here on the bench. Just fucking minute one, man. Get onto him. He's going to be a big physical team. Just fucking match him in the middle. Jamie, Jack Maguire, just match him. Get Hallahan on the ball. Get it out wide. Up to Mitch Shirley. Be direct. There's not too much got to say. He's got to work hard today, boys. If we work hard, we'll beat them. We've got the talent here. Just fucking work hard. That's all from me, really. Anything from you, mate?
Just get the basics right early and then we'll start popping them up when we start playing. When we start playing, they won't live with us, but make sure we get into the game first by fucking doing the basics right. That's it.
Lads on the bench, it's been a tough call, then just make sure you're ready. If you're not after, we'll talk about it after, but just get yourself ready when you're ready.
Yes, people, welcome back to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Now this week, I thought I'd take a trip down to Division 1, top of the table clash between AFC Shirley taking on Solihull Taps. Couple of familiar faces on the pitch that you've probably all seen before. Now less than me chatty patty, let's get straight into the action. Opening couple of minutes of the game and some decent footwork by number 11 for the Taps. Josh tried to play it through to the big man Stu up top, but decent interception by the big man and skipper Ben Birch, clearing it up. Fast forward a couple of minutes and AFC Shirley losing the ball over on that far side. Kirby managed to ride the tackle of Ryan Slevin into big Stu up top, gets his shot away, blocked by Birchie again. From that resulting corner kick, number 11 Josh standing over it, puts it into the mixer, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway as the referee blows up. Just under 5 minutes played at the top of the table clash in Division 1. Mitch Mollison picking up the ball just outside the 18-yard box, but he's been smothered by that Taps back line, and then Kaz goes and welcomes Dan to the game. From that resulting free kick, Struthers standing over it, puts one high into the 18-yard box, but that's easy pickings for Connell in goal. Fast forward a couple of minutes, Jack Slevin just in front of the camera, playing the ball into Kyle Batchelor, doing a job up top today. Decent 1-2 play by the Shirley boys. Played it out to Jack Muggs, who gets his shot away, puts it just wide. And it is Sunday League, so you know it's not going to be too long before the Lionels get involved. As Mitchie Mollison tries to scoop the ball over that back line, Lionels got his ruler out, straight as an arrow. 9 minutes in. Ball played centre of the park, but Kaz can't bring it under control. So Josh picks up the second ball, turns inside, plays it inside to Big Stu, who's always going to get his shot away on that left foot. He drags it just wide. Just over 10 played, and Kyle Batchelor getting welcome to the game. Now from that resulting free kick, you got Kaza standing over it, puts it into the 18-yard box, but eventually the Taps boys do get rid. Throw into the Shirley boys, Deary brings it under control, puts it into the mixer, but they just can't get their purchase on the header as it goes out for a goal kick. Fast forward a couple of minutes, AFC Shirley boys trying to pick their pass out, but the Lionel early doors has got that flag up once again. Straight as a what? Straight as an arrow. Skipper Birch trying to pick that pass out, looking for the run of Mitch Mollison, but it is overhit and goes out for a goal kick. And as we go back down the other end, Jack Slevin doing his defensive duties, letting Big Stu know he's in the game early doors. Fast forward a couple of minutes, Birch plays into Hallahan, who manages to skip around a couple of men, lays it off to Mitch Mollison, who is brought down with a great rugby tackle, free kick to the Shirley boys. Now from that resulting free kick, Koza whips a decent ball into the 18-yard box. The Taps boys can't clear their lines and it eventually drops at the feet of Hallahan, who manages to slot it into the back of the onion bag to make it 1-0 to the Shirley boys.
Hey, Ben, quality! Ben Birch, quality! Hey, Ben, quality! Ben Birch, quality! Hey, Jack! Keep playing, man!
You fell over still.
Hey, Jack, good finish! Ben, quality! Keep it in the middle!
15 minutes on the watch, AFC Shirley 1, Solihull Taps 0.
Get round in there, get round in. No way, no way.
"18 minutes on the referee's watch, Batch managed to ride a couple of tackles and eventually gets the ball out to the left hand side. It is whipped into the mixer, centre back Nick makes a hash of his clearance and it goes out for a corner. From that resulting corner kick, you got Deary standing over it, puts a decent enough ball into the mixer, underhead of Kyle Batchelor who heads it down into the ground, forces Adam to make a good save. Another decent delivery by Deary, headed out by Tyron, no further than Hallahan, who strikes it hard and low, bottom left hand corner, to double the Shirley boys lead. "20 minutes on the clock, AFC Shirley 2, Solihull Taps 0.
Are you happy? Fuck off.
Quality!
We're about halfway through this first half at the moment. It has been very competitive from both teams. Decent chances created by either side. Just that the AFC Shirley boys have managed to put theirs in the back of the onion bag. Nonetheless, it's been a decent game. Fast forward a couple of minutes, number 14 Dan for the Taps managed to play it into Todd Curry, gets his shot away. That's easy pickings for Connell.
Best in the business.
And as always, massive shout out to my brother, my partner in crime, Ultimate Kings. And as we get back into the action, Dan forces Ryan Slevin to make a tackle. Referee blows up, free kick. Now from that resulting free kick, you've got Big Stu standing over it, gets his shot away, but it is a pretty tame effort, so that's easy pickings for Connor once again. And yeah, quick apologies guys, as you may have noticed, there weren't no behind the goals angles for the goals on this side for the Shirley boys, as the man who controls the cameras, meaning myself, forgot to turn them on, so apologies boys. Fast forward a couple of minutes, we go back down the other end. The Taps trying to get themselves back into the game, but the Shirley boys backline have been absolutely resolute in their defending, as Deary and Mitch managed to clear their lines, but Batch was born in an offside position, which means one thing and one thing only for yous lot at home: straight as a what? Bang on.
What line you looking at, bro? That one there, the yellow one.
29 minutes on the referee's watch. Josh plays it into Todd. Decent hold-up play, waiting for the overlapping run of Dan, who gets his shot away, deflected onto the bar by Connell.
What a save, Connell.
Over on that far side, Batch plays it into Josh, into Hallahan, who gets his shot away, looking for his hattie, but that's a decent save by Adam.
What's up, what you forgot now?
Just over 10 minutes of this first half left to play. Josh Moggs plays it into the run of Hallahan, but there's some decent defending by the Taps boys to intercept it. Now, when they do try to clear the ball, it goes no further than Batch, who slaps it into the back of the onion bag to make it 3-0 to the Shirley boys.
Morning, Hops.
34 minutes on the clock. AFC Shirley 3, Solihull Taps 0.
But trust me, you would have done a good job. Nah. We got in yesterday.
36 minutes on the clock. Dan plays over the top into Josh inside the 18-yard box. Jack Slevin there doing his defensive duties. Josh lays it off into Todd, gets his shot away, but he drags it wide. Deary tossing the ball, inflict on by Batch. The Taps backline trying to get rid of it, but Kirby gets caught in possession. Batch comes away with it, gets his shot away, and he puts it well over the bar. And as we go back down the other end, Big Stu comes away with it, plays it into Josh, snaps at his shot, puts over the bar.
100% now. Let's like buy a bigger house here.
Taps boys still trying to get themselves back into the game, as Dan, with some decent footwork, plays it into Josh, tries to get his shot away, but Jack Slevin with another great block, corner kick. Now from that resulting corner kick, you got Josh that puts a ball into the mixer, headed away there by Jack Moggs. Josh managed to pick up the second ball, drives it in hard and low. Connell punches it out of the 18-yard box, and eventually the AFC Shirley boys clear their lines.
Especially when it comes to trying to make a decision about what you want to eat.
And as we go back up the other end, you got Kirby and Batch, two big lads, bouncing off each other. Yeah. Now we are in the dying embers of this first half, as the Solihull Taps boys are in possession of the ball, still trying to get themselves back into the game. Nick lays it off into Dan, but Jack Moggs leaves one on him. Referee blows up for a penalty kick. Standing over that penalty kick, number 4 and skipper Struthers steps up, puts it into the top of the onion bag to make it 3-1.
Oh mate, great stance. Perfect pen that was. Oh mate, great stance. Perfect pen that was.
Added time at the end of this first half. AFC Shirley 3, Solihull Taps 1. Deep into added on time, the Taps boys with a free kick just inside their own half, but Big Stu just can't get on the end of it. Now with the referee moments away from blowing his half-time whistle, we are going to go into the break. AFC Shirley 3, Solihull Taps 1.
It's another, everyone listening, it's another fucking situation, boys, where the alarm clock don't go off to us till 10 to fucking 11 for some reason. We're all here, yet that we choose to switch off and get to sleep. All the switch we have to switch on, boys. It shouldn't take us against teams like this 2-3-0 down, and there you go, you got a mountain to climb. Once we actually settled into that, you start playing football. I'm not being funny and I ain't going to criticise anyone for missing. We should have a couple of goals now, boys. That's the reality. You've got to have the fucking belief that there is a couple of goals left in this for you. We have to make sure we're doing the basics this afternoon. You give them another one, it's fucking done. You go out in the first 10 minutes, we're all pressure, they'll fucking crack. You have to be back, you've got 10 minutes and change your mind otherwise. Come on, boys. Come on, keep getting direct at them. It's hard to move. Fucking work for each other now.
Get back to the basics.
Last 10 minutes.
We didn't win one. We didn't win 1 second. Last 10 minutes.
That's what we need to do. Stop panicking. We're good
These
on
will
the
die
ball.
off as well.
We're good on it.
Make
The
them work.
last 5 minutes ago, we've diving on them. That's when they're skipping past you as well. Just slow them down.
When we're out of shape, we don't need to go chasing. We can bank up. Just keep the ball in front of us, bank up, and then eventually it'll come for us to snap on.
Make it hard for them.
Don't have to chase everything. If we need to just fucking keep the ball in front of us, let's just do it.
A couple of their midfielders to meet on the ball, they'll skip past you if you dive in. Just stand them up, slow up, get in your bank, Lord Ben say it.
Skinny cunt there is decent.
He's
Good half, right?
Number 14. Baz will take that.
I need another viral moment, lads. That fucking bill. Now with them half-time team talks done and dusted, let's get the second half underway then. And at the start of the second half, we have to induct Dan into the Now You See It, Now You Don't Hall of Fame, because now you see it, now you don't. From that resulting free kick, skipper Strother standing over it once again, whips into the danger area. Dan tries to help it on towards goal. There is a little bit of head tennis, but eventually the AFC Shirley boys clear their lines. 48 minutes in, I've known Kyle Batchelor long enough to know that he's definitely gone for goal on this shot, even though he says it would have been a cross. Fast forward a couple of minutes. Now there is a little bit of a dispute after this long ball goes out of play. Cos believes it should be the AFC Shirley boys. He must say something to the referee, which results in being sent into the sin bin. Now with the Shirley boys down to 10 men, the Taps trying to take advantage of it. Decent enough work free kick, just can't get the purchase on their cross, and Shirley clear their lines. Fast forward a couple of minutes, we go back down the other end. Free kick to AFC Shirley. You got Deary standing over it. Again, another decent delivery put into the box. Kyle Batchelor heads it out to Mitch Mollison, who I will give credit for his fancy footwork to earn himself a couple of yards. Puts the ball into the danger area, under the head of Kyle Batchelor to bag himself a brace. 51 minutes on the clock. AFC Shirley 4, Solihull Taps 1.
Just keep tucked in when we ain't got the ball.
Free kick to the Taps, played into the box. Stu gets his head on it, but Connell manages to scoop up the seconds. Now, there was a substitution at half-time for the Shirley boys. On the ball at the moment, Lee plays it inside into Mitch Mollison. Decent footwork to work himself an angle. Plays it inside to Batch. Decent 1-2. Mitch managed to get his shot away, but Ad does just enough to smother it. 10 minutes of the second half played, and 11 men of Solihull Taps trying to work their advantage with this extra man, as Josh plays it inside to Tyrone, who plays the ball to the back post. He is onside, managed to get his shot away, but Skipper, Birch, blocking it and coming away with it. Fast forward a couple of minutes, throw into the Taps deep inside the Shirley boys' half. Now Dan managed to whip a decent ball into the 6-yard box, but there's no one on the end of it. And you know me by now, people, nothing I love more than a couple of lads battling for the badge right in front of the camera. But as a result of this, Birch gets put in the referee's little black book. Can't blame him, really. Try to watch women's football, man. AFC Shirley boys still with 10 men, but managing to fashion themselves a couple of chances as Batch and Mitch working their magic once again. Mitch plays it into Batch, who whips a decent ball across the 6-yard box, but Hallahan can't sort his footing out. Could have made it 5. Oh, Lou, do you want to keep it as it is? You play me better with 10 men. I'm waiting for the nibble. And as we go back up the other end, Tyrone putting a decent ball into the mixer, but more decent defending by Ryan Slevin.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, that's brilliant, that isn't it?
Comedy gold by Gaffer Lewis as Cos returns from his sin bin, he subs him off. Things you love to see on a Sunday. Just under half an hour left to play this second half as Solihull Taps whip a decent ball into the box onto the head of Stu, but he puts it just wide.
What was it, Harps?
64 played, we welcome Sam to the party, and as we get back into the action, Dan picking up the ball deep inside his own half, but the AFC Shirley midfield reminded him he's in a game. Fast forward a couple of minutes, Solihull Taps still trying to get themselves back into the game as Josh goes and puts pressure on the ball, comes away with it, plays out to that left-hand side. Big Stu tries to get his ball into the mixer, but Birch is there once again doing his skipper duties. .68 minutes on the clock, Ryan Slevin into Lee. Lee chips on over the top into Muggs, makes a decent run, back heels it back into Slevin, who gets his shot away. Defender does just enough to put him off. Fast forward a couple of minutes, over on that far side, credit where it's due to Jack Muggs putting an absolute shifting in that midfield. Plays another decent ball into Sam, who goes for the early shot, but not enough purchase on it.
Lee's playing in the middle with you, though.
Wow, you're half turned up today, Mitch. Half.
With 20 minutes left on the clock, we welcome Shanai and Joel to the party as Shanai gets involved straight away, plays out to that right hand side into Hallahan, gets his shot away. Adam scoops it up on the second attempt. With AFC Shirley changing their front line with Sammy and Shanai coming on, there's always going to be that ball over the top and they're going to be dangerous on the counter where needed. As Shanai tries to cut back on that right foot to get his shot away, it is blocked and goes out for a corner. Now from that resulting corner kick, you got Joel standing over it, puts one into the box, but it isn't the greatest corner in all fairness. Cleared by the Solihull Taps boys. Dan tries to help on into the path of Stu. Jack Slevin there's the intercept it, but his clearance isn't the greatest. So there is a pass played on here by Todd into the path of Ryan Slevin and Dan. Ryan Slevin just about gets there, but I know he feels it afterwards.
Taylor.
With less than 15 minutes of the second half left to play, the Solihull Taps boys have started to come into their own, especially number 14 Dan, who plays the ball into Stu, spreads it out to this right hand side, he whips it into the mixer, onto the head of Todd Curry, hits the back of the onion bag to get one back for the Taps. "78 minutes on the clock, AFC Shirley 4, Solihull Taps 2. Since getting that goal, the Taps boys' tails are definitely up as they come away on another counter-attack. Number 14 Dan definitely being the danger man. Ryan Slevin brings him down, resulting in the referee putting him in that little black book. From that resulting free kick, it is put into the box, but Ben Birch gets rid of it.
Niall, just sit and protect now, yeah. Just sit and protect.
Fast forward a couple of minutes, we're about 82 minutes in at this point, and Dan is definitely starting to stretch this game for the Taps. Managed to skip around his man, puts it into the danger area. Connell slaps it down, but Jake can't get his purchase on the header to put it in the back of the onion bag.
Yes!
5 minutes left of the second half plus added on time. Now is this a shout for a red card? I'll leave it up to yous lot. Free kick to AFC Shirley to be taken by Deary. Gets his shot away, but he puts it well over the bar. Now in the latest episode of Now You See It, Now You Don't. Now you see it, now you don't. Filthy that is.
That's cheeky turn that was.
Now we are in the dying embers of the second half at the moment. Taps are still trying to get themselves back on the scoreboard to bring the score a lot closer. Sam manages to get the ball, flicks over his man's head, plays it down the channel, but Ryan Lees is there to do his defensive duties, sees it back home. The pass is a little bit short, but Adam manages to get there. Ryan plays it back into Adam, but straight into the path for Hallahan, who takes one too many touches, and the Taps manage to come away with it. I've been involved in football long enough to know if you don't take a chance at one end, the other team will go up the other end and put it into the back of the onion bag as Stu makes it 4-3.
You know, I nearly missed that again. I pressed stop, then as he's picked it, I've caught it. You know, I nearly missed that again. I pressed stop, then as he's picked it, I've caught it. Finish.
As we enter added time at the end of the second half, AFC Shirley 4, Solihull Taps 3. Referee indicated 3 minutes of added on time, and we are into the second minute of added on time at this point as the Taps play the ball down to this right hand side. Todd managed to play it into the path for Dan, who was brought down by Ryan Slevin. Dangerous free kick conceded. With 1 minute left to play, everybody's forward for the Taps, including the keeper, as the ball's whipped into the mixer. Connell gets his hand on it. Joel Steele managed to clear his lines, and it means Shanai's all alone with an open goal. He eventually does slot it into the back of the onion bag to make it 5-3. The referee is going to blow his whistle, and the game is going to end AFC Shirley 5, Solihull Taps 3. I'm Big Fazza. This is Sunday League Settings. Thanks for having me.
A game. What a game. Oh, lads, can I have this every week? I'll be here again next week. Quality, boys.
Nice that, Faz.
Well done, lads. Didn't ask so much, lads, but you delivered. Thank you.
Louis could have got this.
Quality, boys. Well done.
Caught that on the edge of the back.
Well done, bro. Well done, bro. Well done, big guy. Here he is. Always, bro.
Not on the score sheet, boy, unfortunately.
I say him again next week, lads, yeah?
Are you coming down?
If it's fucking 9 goals in it every week, I'll be here every week, lads. Beats them 1-0 fucking games. We got for me, guys.
Shirley, man, yeah.
As we go around the grounds, and as we have a look at both tables, there is a chase for the title, but like I said, people, nothing's won this side of Christmas. Now, respect, people. Myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.